Alright, we have our two fractions here, 5/8 and 1/5. You are trying to find simply just what the least common denominator and the equivalent fractions are. So, I'm going to look at my 8 and my 5 because those are my
denominators.
My what?
Denominators.
And if it makes it easier for you, you can circle your denominators. Now, on your extra sheet of notebook paper, because you're not going to try and cram all this work into your worksheet, you're going to list the multiples of your denominators. Doing your multiples are simply, well, what is 8 times 1? 8 times 2?
16.
8 times 3?
24.
8 times 4?
32.
8 times 5?
40.
Hey! Now 5. What are the multiples of 5? What's 5 times 1?
5.
5 times 2?
10.
5 times 3?
15.
5 times 4?
20.
5 times 5?
25.
5 times 6?
30.
5 times 7?
40.
5 times 8? Stop. Do we have something in common? Turn it a bit.
40.
What number do we have in common?
40.
So now we know our least common what?
Denominators.
Denominator is going to be what?
40.
It's going to be what?
40.
Okay, at this point on your sheet of notebook paper, you would just rewrite your fractions right here. We have, what's our first fraction?
5.
5/8. And what is this fraction?
1/5.
Okay, and we know that our least common denominator was what?
40.
40. So, since we're doing equivalent fractions, we're going to say equals. Well, our common denominator was what?
40.
We already know our denominators. Now, we say 8 times what number equals 40?
5.
So we multiply our numerator by the same thing. What is 5 times 5?
25.
Boom, there's one answer. 1/5. 5 times what equals 40?
8.
So we multiply our numerator by that 8. What is 1 times 8?
8.
Boom, there's our second answer. Because 5/8 is what?
Equivalent fraction.
Equivalent to 25/40. And 1/5 is equivalent to 8/40. That is simply all you do. If you were asked to add or subtract them, then at that point you would add or subtract them. But on this homework, for January 31st, 2019, you simply just give me the equivalent fractions. Capiche?
Capiche.